So this video is going to be a personal update. If you've been following, then you know that last week I kind of learned that because my accountant didn't update my taxes, I wasn't paying enough taxes for the past 2 years while earning more and more money, and that ended up becoming a big debt that I have to pay right now. And while it's to be determined if it was my responsibility of, if it was the responsibility of the accountant to update it, it's my responsibility because I should have been on top of my stuff and I wasn't following along and checking every 3 months or something like that if I'm doing all right or not, if I'm paying enough. And so what ended up happening is that the debt is higher than I thought. It's something around $70,000, which I'll have to pay probably around the next 2 years. And that's, in a way, that's okay because I was saving money. I was saving money to buy a house, and most of that money is now going to be going towards paying that debt. But the thing that was kind of even more, harder than the fact that I have to pay all this money is that during the last 2 years, because I wasn't paying a lot of tax, I got used to building kind of a life that is, now I understand, I'm spending more money than I'm bringing in after paying the proper taxes. So now after I'm going to update my tax rates, and my second son is going to the kindergarten, it turns out that I'm spending way too much money. And so obviously me and my wife had like lots of discussion. Last week was really tough, and we also consulted with a financial advisor, and we're going to have to make like differences in our life. We're going to have to cut back on a lot of things, and it's going to be very difficult. In general, last week was really, really difficult because, like, mentally, I think it was a switch from, I was living my life thinking that I'm doing well, that I'm never getting into debt, I never took a loan, and that I'm doing, like, I'm financially smart because I'm saving up money and I'm managing my money correctly. In a matter of days, it turns out that I wasn't managing my finance correctly, and that not only I wasn't saving up money, now I'm totally in debt, which I'm going to have to be paying for like 2 years now. So that was mentally very, very difficult. It was like pretty crushing, and so last week was very difficult. But now I think we're kind of over it, and now we're just like, hey, let's deal with it. It's funny, I mentioned like a few weeks ago, or maybe a few months ago, that I heard this like motivational seminar, a really great one by Jim Rohn. And during that seminar, he kind of mentioned his kind of theory that everybody has in life, that we all live in a cycle of kind of seasons. Like everybody has a winter where everything like collapses on you, and then there's like a spring with lots of opportunities, and then there's summer where you have to protect everything that you've built, and then autumn. And when I was listening to this, I was thinking to myself, that's funny, I never had like a true winter when everything collapsed on me. I was very, very lucky. I always had opportunities. I was always, everything was going well. And then suddenly in a matter of like weeks, everything kind of collapsed. And it was also during a period without too many client work, and I was also nervous about that even before all of that tax stuff happened. And so, yeah, I guess winter has finally arrived for me, and well, I'm gonna survive this, and I'm gonna hustle a lot. Fortunately, I'm very lucky that during the last few days, a lot of new opportunities came, which I'm gonna try to take all of them. So it's going to be like a year of probably like really hustling and working very hard. Hopefully not, compromising the time I spend with my family, but I will definitely have to work very, very hard. And so, yeah, that's where it is. I guess I'm trying to look at the positive side, and the positive side is, I want to be a successful business owner, like a millionaire, and I don't think there's any millionaire in the world who's not super on top of his taxes and his finance. And so if I want to be there one day, it's a good thing that I'm learning this lesson right now, because I wasn't like there's no way I would get there without really being on top of my financial stuff. So that's one lesson that I learned. Hopefully it will be like a stepping stone in getting to where I want. Now I understand that it's going to be a long journey, but yeah, I'm very, very lucky to have a very supportive wife. Obviously she was stressed out too, but we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it together. We're gonna work on this, and yeah, it will be an adventure working out through this. All right, hope you guys have a great day, and I'll catch you tomorrow.